Virtual summits are the most powerful online marketing tool available to grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and create an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. If you are ready to take your summit to the next level, then tune into the Virtual Summit Podcast with Dr. Mark T. Wade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of Virtual Summit Software and creator of the One Day Summit Formula. And I'm on a mission to help you, the summit host, get your summit out to the world in a powerful and impactful way. So let's get started. You know the difference between a highly profitable virtual summit and a summit that barely scrapes by? You will after today, because we're going to cover how you can create a highly converting summit offer in today's episode on the Virtual Summit Podcast. Okay, who's ready to talk about offers? I know there are a lot of you out there who have asked this question many times. How do I create my summit offer? Excellent question. And that's the exact topic we're going to cover in today's episode. So settle in, get ready to take some notes because we're going to dive in. Quick reminder, you can find all the links, resources, and transcript of today's episode over in the show notes at podcast.virtualsummits.com/036. Also, be sure to check out all of our free resources over at virtualsummits.com. Everything from a free starter guide, checklist, even our Summitology Masterclass, plus free trial of Virtual Summit software. Also, for any speakers or aspiring speakers out there, you can sign up for our Summit Speaker Portal and get on more summits through our speaker portal at the Virtual Summit software. Go check that out right now. Lastly, make sure to join our Summit Ascension membership, which will give you quick access to just about any summit resource you need. Okay, so creating your virtual summit offer is not nearly as complex as we typically make it out to be. Usually it's pretty straightforward, and the most important aspect of your offer isn't really even your offer. The most important aspect of your offer is the quality of your summit. If the topic and sessions aren't of quality or value that are interesting and engaging, you're going to have a lower summit sales conversion. The more engaging and on target with your audience the actual summit sessions are, the higher your sales conversions are going to be. It's pretty obvious, but unfortunately, most summit hosts aren't as focused on the quality of the interviews, sessions, and topics as they really should be. So stop, check yourself real quick. Make sure you're putting the quality of your summit above all else. The next important aspect to creating the offer is not exactly the offer. It's the creativity that matters most, especially if you're in a common summit niche. You want to break the norm, think outside the box, provide something that has a little thought and energy behind it. Something that makes the attendees stop and think about what it would be like if they had that offer. The last main tip before we jump into the details of creating an offer would be more is not better. Trying to shove 20 bonuses to make your offer seem like it has more substance will only give you the opposite outcome. Your attendees will see this massive list of all the items they will get, and they will immediately think, there's no way I can finish all these bonuses. And then they will decide not to purchase. We'll get into the ideal number of bonuses later, but I wanted to just point out that it is much better to have a higher quality of offering and bonuses that includes fewer items than an offer with many items of smaller or lesser substance and value. So just remember, more is not better. Better is better. Okay, let's get into the meat of it now. What exactly is a summit offer, you might be thinking? You would be right to ask that as well, because typically most summits are free to attend. So how do we have an offer if it's free? Let me clarify. Your summit is free for attendees to register and then participate during the set dates of your summit. Meaning, if your summit is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, your attendees can watch the summit session during those days. Even more so, most summits are set so you can only watch Thursday sessions on Thursday, Friday on Friday, Saturday on Saturday. There are even some summits that separate the sessions into morning and afternoon. So you can watch Thursday morning sessions during the morning, but cannot access the afternoon sessions until the registered time. Then when the afternoon sessions unlock, the morning sessions close down and are unavailable. Now, what's really cool about this is the Virtual Summit software does this automatically for you, whether you want it to be a full day or morning, afternoon sessions. Otherwise, if you're trying to build this out on your own, you have to go and maybe turn on and off links, all that kind of stuff. Virtual Summit software handles all of this automatically, saves you like hundreds of hours. Anyways, there are even a few summits that will literally run the sessions on an hourly basis, meaning session 1's at 9 a.m., session 2's at 10 a.m., session 3's at 11 a.m., etc. Outside of that hour, that session will be locked. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this exact format. I prefer any of the other options. Usually morning, afternoon, or full day availability are my go-to format. The reason I'm not a fan of the hourly format is it will dramatically increase your customer service requirements because you'll have 10 times the amount of people emailing you saying they missed that one session they wanted to see and asking you if you'll unlock it for them. It essentially decreases attendee satisfaction and increases your workload. So I don't really recommend it. However, the other options are all great.
Virtual Summit's software makes hosting a summit easier than ever. The only software in the world designed specifically for hosting a summit lets you set up a summit in a matter of hours with no tech skill or team needed. You can try out the Virtual Summit's software free at virtualsummits.com. But hurry, this is a limited offer.
Regardless of which of these formats you use, the point is the attendee can watch for free during the preset times. Once those times are over, the sessions are locked. Now, the attendees can unlock the on-demand version of the sessions, i.e. the recordings, by simply purchasing the All Access Pass, which is one of the terms we use for your offer. Now, you might be thinking, but aren't they all recordings? Yes, usually the summit sessions are all pre-recorded videos. However, the session or the video is only available for free during the set time frame of the summit. So if the attendee wants to see a session they missed or rewatch a session, they must upgrade or purchase your offer or All Access Pass. In the end, your summit offer is essentially the ability to access the on-demand recordings of the summit, plus any additional items you decide to include in the offer. Now, most summits will have a few levels or offers to allow the attendees to decide between. All the levels will include the on-demand access to the recordings of the summit, since this is the actual item that your attendees want. However, just like in any sales process, we want to provide a variety of options for the attendees, as some may be more motivated and desire to purchase additional items. Now, we'll discuss what to include in a moment, but for now, let's talk about how many different levels or offers you should include. The most common answer is three offers. I've seen summits with one offer, but not very often. 2 offers is probably more common. However, the most common and recommended option is providing 3 offers. This is typical sales psychology, but having one lower priced offer with a medium offer and ultimately a higher price offer allows for all options. Now, this is the perfect time to discuss the decoy effect. Just like in episode 30, when we went through the 13 psychological triggers that are included in the virtual summit, and ultimately making summits the most powerful marketing strategy. The decoy effect is when we include 3 offers. One offer is a lower price point, let's say $50. Then the 2 other offers will be the exact same price, let's say $100. However, one of them will include an additional bonus or item. So let's say offer 1 is $50, 3 bonuses. Offer 2 is $100 with 5 bonuses. Offer 3 is also $100, and it includes 1 additional bonus for a total of 6 bonuses. There has been extensive research done on this tactic, and it shows that it will increase the number of sales from the lower price point to the higher price point, meaning that if originally 100 people bought the lower price offer originally, and 50 people bought the higher price offer of, let's say, $100. With the decoy effect, it would increase the purchase for the $100 offer, something like 50 purchases now for the offer 1, and now 100 purchases for offer 3. This works well on summits. I see it more commonly used on virtual summits than in other sales offers, but it works well. Okay, what should you name or call your offer? Now, this is more of a personal decision or desire. This can also be as creative as you'd like it to be. However, one caution I would offer is to be careful not to make it confusing. Occasionally, some summit hosts can go a little overboard with their creativity and it will confuse the attendee. Remember, confused mind says no. So you don't want your offer to be confusing. Commonly used names for the different levels of offers are things like VIP, Pro, Elite, All Access Pass, VIP All Access Pass. I've seen Platinum, Gold, Silver used, or even things like Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. Now, I've seen a few creative items such as Awesome, Super Awesome, and Most Awesome. I like those. It's obviously clear on the levels, but still creative. Now, let's talk about the specifics of your offer or the structure of your offer. In most summits offers, there are 4 parts. Now, there's the on-demand access, the bonuses, the special sauce, and then the outside the box. Now, not every offer will include each of these, and you don't have to include all of these, but they are the easiest way to give you the full overview. So you're familiar now with the on-demand access. This is included in each level of the offer, but essentially gives them ongoing access to the summit recordings. You can either give your attendees a way to access these after the summit. So you'd have to actually, be responsible for individually ensuring that every person who purchases gets access. Or if you're using the Virtual Summit software, it automatically tracks who's upgraded or purchased and unlocks the levels automatically for the appropriate attendees. It's great because you literally don't have to do anything. The software handles all the deliverables.
Be sure to check out the speaker management tool inside your Virtual Summit software, which lets you quickly and easily recruit and manage your speakers on your Virtual Summit, literally eliminating hundreds of hours of work. Get more information at virtualsummits.com.
Now, one cautionary note here. For years, it's been common to word the All Access Pass as lifetime access. Recently, different merchant providers such as like PayPal and Stripe have been saying that this terminology is against their terms and conditions. I've seen some accounts locked or even terminated because of this wording. Now, some people are still using it and having no problems, but I just wanted to mention it here for you so you're aware of it. I would recommend not using terms lifetime access. Instead, something like ongoing access or unlimited access will work just as well. The next most common aspect to a summit offer is the bonuses. This is what adds that little extra to give value to the attendee and make it an easy, no-brainer decision to upgrade or purchase. Now, let me clarify when I say upgrade, I mean the same as purchase. Some summit hosts look at the free access as the first level, meaning they access the first level for free when they opt in to your summit. Then they can upgrade or purchase to the next level, which is the paid offer. So they're upgrading from free level to paid level. Just wanted to throw that in there in case you were confused at any point. So when it comes to bonuses, remember, we've said more is not better. Better is better. Typically, we'll provide a featured bonus in the free access as an additional incentive to get the lead to opt in to the summit. Now, with the maximum highest level, you really don't want to go more than like 10 bonuses maximum. Even that is a little high for me. I think 5 to 7 are the sweet spot for the highest level. But, up to 10. It doesn't have to be 5 or 7 or 10. It can be less. Remember, the higher quality of bonus, the better. But I typically start with the highest or largest offer. This will have all available bonuses. So let's say 7 bonuses. So then moving down to the levels, you just remove some of the bonuses. Level 3 has 7 bonuses. Level 2 will have 4 bonuses. Level 1 will have 2 bonuses. Pretty simple. If you're using the decoy effect, level 2 and level 3 will have the same number of bonuses. We'll be adding a special sauce to level 3, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now that you know how many bonuses to add, what would you add as a bonus? Some good bonus ideas are typically audio downloads of the sessions, or transcripts are good ideas. Most common types of bonuses are something you either use for a lead magnet that converts well and is on point with the summit, or something that you sell, maybe as a tripwire or an upsell, simply meaning it has value and people actually purchase it, but it's a lower priced item. Again, the more creative you can get, the better. Higher value is better. And also, it's a good thing right here is typically we'll even ask speakers to include bonuses. So we'll work with special speakers and we'll position it as you get a special featured spot where we'll put one of your bonuses inside of these levels, and then the attendees are going to get more access to you, spend more time with you, etc. So you can even ask your speakers to provide you with the bonuses if you don't have anything to provide as a bonus. So that's fine too. We see that happen all the time. Now let's talk about the outside the box offer. This is exactly what it says. It's something that you would normally not expect. This is what makes it appealing. You can add this to any level, but most commonly it's in the higher priced offer. Some outside the box ideas could be anything that makes the attendee really stop and go, wow. Could be a one-on-one call with you or a group coaching call. It could be a free ticket to your live event. It might be access to another important person that you have a prearranged agreement with, giving testimonials or forwards to a book or something that will help your attendee in their business. Again, it's hard to say exactly because it should be something relatively unpredictable that they wouldn't have seen elsewhere or expected. Throwing in an outside the box item dramatically increases sales conversion. It is highly recommended. A great way to see if it's something of value is to ask your current audience what they think. Okay, now for the special sauce. This is on the same level as the outside the box item or offer, but is typically not necessarily super creative. It's just something with really high value. Some examples of this could be access to one of your signature courses or programs. Probably not your high ticket program, but like a medium priced course. It could be a certain number of days of free access into your membership or mastermind. Also, if you have the capacity and or are already selling or delivering physical products, then those are great special sauce items as well. Like if you sell supplements or have a book or any physical item like a USB with the recordings, the summit recordings on it, these are all great options for special sauce items. Now, keep in mind, more is not better. Pick one, make it high value, and then feature it. If you put together an offer based on these suggestions, your offer is going to be a highly converting summit sales offer, which most should be. The problem is many summit hosts just throw some old lead magnets together and don't actually put the time and energy and value into crafting a highly converting offer. Now, price points. Typically here, the next question I get is, what price point should I have my summit offer be? The answer is the answer that you don't want to hear is it really depends on your niche and industry. I'll give you a few common price points, but the best thing you can do is look at some summits that have been run in your niche and see what prices they have run at. I typically go a few dollars over what the other summits have priced at, but not too much, and that's just for me. So if someone in your niche ran a summit with the price point of $39 and $69, I'd probably go $45 and $75 or something around that area. This is just me personally, but I don't like to be the lowest priced person in my industry, and I'd prefer to be perceived as slightly higher priced, but not ridiculous, okay? So the most common price points I see are the following: $39 and $79, $49 and $89, $65 and $119. Yes, I see all the other price points as well, but those are the most common. And if you're doing 3 price points, you'd simply pick another price point in between those 2 levels. Again, I recommend checking out your niche and going from there.
With the Ever Summit feature inside the Virtual Summit software, you can rerun your summit as if it were live, ongoing forever with one click of a button. This now lets you continue to use your summit forever, bringing in qualified and engaged leads every month into your business. Get more information at virtualsummit.com.
Although an upsell isn't necessarily part of your summit offer or even required, I still think it'd be good to go ahead and just discuss it here. An upsell is simply an additional offer that's presented to an attendee after they purchase the upgrade. It's an opportunity to offer them something complimentary that is of value for an additional fee. This increases your overall customer value when you offer an upsell. Now, it's not mandatory, and for years I didn't offer any type of upsells. However, now we typically do, as it's another way to allow your customers to purchase from you, for you to provide value with them, and to take the relationship deeper. Now, my personal view is on it is let the customer tell you when they don't want anymore. Don't decide for them, meaning offer them something else. If they don't want it, they simply won't buy it. As far as deciding on what to offer as an upsell, it should typically be less than the original offer you're selling. So if your lowest offer was $67, it would be less than that. So an easy way to price it is do half of whatever your lowest offer is. So if it were $67, your upsell would be $35. If it were $100, your upsell would be $50. As far as what to offer, it should be complementary to the topic of the summit. So first off, just keep in mind, like I'm giving you suggestions here. If you have a different way of doing your upsells that you already have, do that. If you're teaching copywriting, it could be the top 100 converting subject lines. If you're teaching health, it could be an additional at-home program. As long as it's complementary and on point with the topic of the summit, the upsell could really be anything that adds additional value to the attendee. Now, I want to mention a few items that are not necessarily in your offer, but definitely can help your offer convert better. A few items that we recommend, including to increase conversions, are testimonials, guarantees, social proof, and social conformity. Testimonies are pretty straightforward. If you can include any testimony of others you have helped get results, it will increase trust and conversions of your offer. Guarantees are typically recommended. We usually do a 30-day guarantee, but any guarantee is fine. It just helps ease the nerves of your customer, increases conversion, and also is for social conformity. Or not social conformity, but helps increase that you're going to be there after the sale. Now, social conformity, a social proof would be showing that others are taking action. Using a tool like Proof, where it pops up that little bubble on the bottom of the screen saying so-and-so purchased in Texas. This uses social proof to increase conversions. Social conformity is getting influencers or well-known and trusted individuals to recommend that the attendees trust you and take action. This is a psychological trigger, helps with leveraging credibility and trust from someone who may already have it with the audience to you. Also increases conversions. Again, these are all just extra bonuses or tips that you can include in your sales page or in your email communication sequences to help you increase your summit revenue generation from your summit offer. The last aspect I want to quickly mention are the different types of sales campaigns. We will most likely do a more in-depth episode on this topic, like in a future episode, as we're really running out of time on this episode. So, however, with this topic of offers, I think it's important to at least mention the different types of sales sequences that are on a typical summit. So there are 5 types of sequences that are most commonly used in a summit. They're the following: early bird, summit ending, last chance, diminishing bonus, and incremental price increase. Now, there's probably others as well. These are just the most common that we use, and we don't use all of them all the time. The early bird sequence is used before the summit goes live and typically offers a special discounted price for the all access pass if purchased before the summit starts. The summit ending sequence is an urgency promotion to get the attendee to upgrade to a higher offer before the summit ends. Typically, there will either be a price increase or a bonus that disappears after the summit ends. Diminishing bonus sequence is when there are a series of special or additional bonuses, and each day that passes, another bonus disappears. For example, you start with 3 extra bonuses on day 1. Day 2, there's only 2 available. Day 3, there's only 1 available. Day 4, they're all expired. Now, last chance sequence is typically a high urgency campaign that either completely removes the ability to purchase after a certain period of time or increases the price after a certain period of time. Incremental price increase is a series of price increases that happen over a set period of time. Day 1 is normal. Day 2, price goes up 50%. Day 3, price goes up 100%. Day 4, price goes up 200%, for example. So these are different sales sequences and urgency campaigns that can be included in your sales offering during your virtual summit. Okay, now to wrap this episode up, I want to remind you to go check out the show notes to get access to any of these links and resources mentioned in today's episode, podcast.virtualsummits.com/036. And now it's time for you to take action. Take the time and energy to first and foremost ensure your summit is of high value and high quality. Secondly, take the time to map out an effective and highly converting summit offer. Think outside the box. Bring that special sauce when planning for a high revenue generating summit. I know you can do it. Now, with this information, you're one step closer to hosting an incredibly successful virtual summit. I believe in you. I know you have a message that the world needs to hear and a legacy that you need to leave. There is no more powerful way than a virtual summit. And now, thanks to Virtual Summit software, it's easier than ever before. So go out there, be a world changer and an impact maker, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Now don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review on the Virtual Summit podcast. Head over to the show notes to check out all the links and resources from this episode, and be sure to grab your free trial of the Virtual Summit software.
Now, I want to end this episode by saying to all the summit hosts listening right now, I believe in you, and you can do this. Summits are by far one of the most powerful ways to quickly grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and most importantly, make an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. So don't get caught up in analysis paralysis, because the world needs to hear your message, and there are people who are waiting for you to help them. So just get started, because imperfect action is always better than no action. Thank you, and see you on the next episode.